This is Dave Tate. For this segment, I want to talk about the reverse grip bar. This bar was just birthed, so we really don't know what it can all be used for yet. We had a prototype out here for actually about 2 months, and just recently we discovered you can use it for more things than just a reverse grip bench press. So I'll speak about the reverse grip bench press because that's actually what this bar was invented for and designed for, and why it was designed the way it was, and then I'll get into some of the other exercises that we've been finding that you can use this with. The problem is with reverse grips is it puts a lot of stress on people's wrists. I used to do the movement years and years ago, and it was one of the best things I ever did for my triceps, one of the best movements I ever did for my bench press. As far as accessories for my bench press, it was always close grip bench and then reverse grip bench. And then the more muscle I started to develop in my forearms and biceps, the harder it became to be able to actually hold a reverse grip. And the other issue was I didn't maintain the flexibility to hold a reverse grip, and it was really, really hard to get it back. I'm not saying you can't get it back, because there's been a lot of bench pressers that Anthony Clark benched a boatload with a reverse grip, so it can definitely be done. I just don't have the patience to deal with it. I just rather invent a bar that does it for me. So I wanted to bring the grip angled just enough to be able to be in a position that felt right for my triceps and my shoulders. And I say shoulders because what I'm really speaking about is the bicepial tendon. I'm not speaking about a shoulder press. A lot of pec tears happen because the bicep tendon actually becomes shortened, because most of the pressing that we do is like a board press, floor press, bench press, you're arched. So you're really never getting that range of motion. Just simply by taking dumbbells and doing reverse grip bench presses is going to stretch that bicepial tendon out a little bit and give it a little bit more range of motion to actually serve more for injury prevention. But the dumbbells, you know, aren't as cool as a barbell. Let's just put it that way. So long story short, I wanted to do reverse grip benches. I couldn't, because I couldn't grab the bar, so I had to figure some way out to do it. So we made a bar. The first thing that we did with the bar is a design that I took over to the Swiss press bar, and that was we had to bring in the actual width of the bar instead of a lot of the other bars that are out there that are wider because of the stability issue. Our first prototype of this, it was actually too wide from here to here, and it was almost impossible to hold. Once we brought that in, we were able to correct the issues. Here, it's angled so you can have a few different grips depending upon how big you are, how wide your shoulders are, so it's covering everybody. We have a marker line, so I know my middle finger goes on the line, and then it's pulled out, and then a regular reverse grip bench press. Or if I can't handle that range of motion, when I pull it out, I'll actually angle just a little bit. So this way it's stopping a little higher instead of going all the way down. So by where you place your grip can influence your range of motion as well. So if it's too hard on your shoulders, all you have to do is change the grip up a little bit. The second movement I discovered with this was it makes it almost impossible to do a JM press incorrectly. And now instead of doing a reverse grip, I flip the bar around the other way, and then when I take it out and I go to lower, I automatically drop into this position here and back up. And that is essentially the exact same movement that a JM press would be. Those were the two movements that were enough for me during the design process to say, let's move forward with this bar. It was after that that we started playing around with it and found that it worked extremely well for overhead presses with a reverse grip from this position here, straight up over. And I have a shoulder that doesn't have full range of motion from here to here. I mean, it's embarrassing to show. That's all I can go normally with a reverse grip here. So with this, because I can tilt it a little bit towards me, I can almost get a full extension on my press with zero pain. If that's a good thing for my joints, I don't really know, but I can get a full range of motion, which I can't get with any other bar, and it offers a different type of shoulder pressing that I normally can't get as well. John Meadows discovered when we were out here a couple weeks ago that we can use this bar for bent over rows, basically here to here. And it's like a reverse grip bent over row. Works the lats tremendously. Feels nothing like using it with a curl bar, which was suggested to us, and we actually compared each side by side. Huge difference. Curl bar just spins around in your hands, you can't hold it. This stays balanced as well. And I'm sure you can do curls, front raises, and all kinds of other crap with that, but this is what we got for now. We'll put together a playlist with this bar as well, so you'll be able to see how we use it in training. And you know, if you use the bar and find any creative ways to use it, please let us know and we'll add you to the playlist as well. Thank you.